Afterliken, and hello, it's Vo, and welcome back to Chad Minko's Collection Adventure! We're going to pick up where we left off from last time. We're trying to get Ted to enjoy his last week or so. He's coming to the end of his journey. Just got 2 more collectibles, 2 more aspirations to finish. Trying to keep the simulation going. Tidying up some plates for him. So I seem to have this problem with stacks of plates now. Costanza finally gets up to level 9 of the charisma skill. Not sure if she's on the top level of promotion, or she can get 1 more level. I'm sure we'll soon find out. Add another 1 million to the vault. Looks like we're going to finish just about 40 million simoleons. Yeah, we would like to get these last 2 collectibles. We're looking in all the crates. Going around all of the places. Not go into the resistance area because we keep getting stopped because we're aligned with the First Order. We're diligently, patiently doing the lightsaber duels over and over again, just hoping that we're gonna get one of our missing collectibles. Yeah, time's ticking over. Getting his ticks for going another day without deeply drinking, compelling someone for a drink of plasma. He's never getting denied. Every time he asks someone for a plasma donation, everything goes his way. He's got so many vampire power points for Costanza. Might as well just give her what's left. Still tidying up filth fiends and dust bunnies for them. Yeah, they only ever want to vacuum when you want them to do something else. Make sure that Ted's got his songs licensed. He's sharing his art with the world. Get that passive income, very important. We keep at it. We've been very good. Did see the lightsaber hilts in the debug menu. So if all else fails, we can try that. If we get to the end of doing everything else, there's no sign of these hilts. We do have a fallback option. It's not great, so we will try to get them legitimately. But we must be coming up for about 100 lightsaber duels now. We haven't got even one of the 2 things we're missing. Gonna get some more lightsaber display cases so we can house the entire collection. Anticipating that we get these last things. Yeah, we can only stay there for so long. We have to come back and sort out the vampire thirst. We've got to pop down these lightsaber display cases. They're too big to fit on our tables, so they're going to have to sit on the floor. I don't love, but at this point, never mind. Not going to worry too much about it. So we'll get things popped out. We've got more than enough kyber crystals that we can have matching crystals in the appropriate cases. Now we can just pop out the hilts. Leave space for the last two. I want to sell off a lot of the rubbish that he's got still in his inventory. We have done some tidying up, but yeah, I'm sure there's more stuff in here that can be sold off. When we do finish the lightsaber collection, we can sell off a lot of these other knickknacks from Batuu that we're not going to need. Just trying to keep the simulation going. Nurse it over the finish line. Just got a few more days to wait. Then we'll have finished the good vampire aspiration. And we're hoping that the master vampire aspiration is counting over the days as well, giving us ticks in the background. We don't have to start the countdown with that one all over again. Whatever time we need to try and finish off the lightsaber collection. Yeah, we've got plenty of ways we can eke it out. We have got a few things that we can pop out, but a lot of it just wants to go on the ground. Maybe get one of the tables through here at some point. Star Wars weapons can just go on the wall. Yeah, would love more wall mountable stuff. Or at least it can live on the shelves. Just dumping everything on the floor doesn't look great. Yeah, hopefully if we could get rid of a lot of this stuff out of his inventory, things will run a bit smoother. Don't need all our bugs for our spy thing. Haven't planted a bug on somebody for a while. Don't think we ever blackmailed anyone with the information that we got anyway. Just for a bit of fun. And we're getting there. Getting our ticks. Yeah, asking for permission to drink hasn't been too much of a hardship on Ted. Everyone said yes. He's got enough vampire power points to unlock something else. We've already got Bat for him, so I don't think we need Mist for him. And stop our social need going down anymore, that seems more useful. Let's say we don't have long to survive as a vampire. Hopefully we can complete the collection before we finish that second aspiration, and that'll be the end. But at this rate, things aren't looking great. Don't seem to be getting anywhere. And now we've got an exception, which is not great. Kind of nostalgic, haven't seen that for a while. Yeah, it doesn't fill me with confidence. Have to save as and then reload the whole game, which I would rather than the simulation falling apart. Yeah, the game's telling us something. We're not allowed to do duels anymore. So if we can't do duels anymore, we're never going to complete the collection. So again, we save as, create a new file, restart the whole game, come back, we get emotion bomb. Things are not going great. I'm fed up with it. I've had enough of Batuu. I've had enough of trying to get this lightsaber hilts. Yeah, when the game itself doesn't want us to duel, and dueling's the only way we're going to get the lightsaber hilts, then yeah, the game's kind of decided for us that we should give up on Batuu at this point. I need the simulation to keep some sort of integrity so it can survive this last little bit of the journey. So when things getting more broken, because we were determined to stay in Batuu. doing duels that weren't going to get us the lightsaber parts anyway. So put in the cheat console to unlock all the hidden objects. And we go find the lightsaber hilts that we need. Only 250 simoleons to buy them. Yeah, a lot easier than all that time we wasted trying to get them through dueling. And he's fine, he picks them up and yep, they're legitimately added to his inventory in his collection. So yeah, we'll get them popped out. Now it leaves us time that we can do some of the active careers. Just a day in each one that we haven't done. We can start tomorrow as a doctor or a scientist. Detective would be an extra day off, so we want to do it in the right order. So time ticks over. We managed to go the full time to get us a good vampire aspiration. When we switch over to Master Vampire, thankfully the game has been counting in the background. And we're 15 days out of 20. Get him to do some bowling while he's waiting. After topping up their thirst. Get a fire because we haven't been on top of the filth fiends and the dust bunnies. Been watching him bowling and just chilling out. And of course these monsters up here have been starting fires because they're mean like that. Yeah, one more fire on the way out. Why not? Already decided by this point this is going to be the last episode. We're getting everything tied up. So yeah, one more fire before the end for old times. Goodbye present from the filth fiends. So we take up our new role as a scientist. It's quite fun. So we do all the tasks that we've got to do. Got to speak with this one guy and do a bunch of social interactions. I think he's the boss. The game wants him to have breakthroughs, but there doesn't seem to be any way to guarantee a breakthrough. It just seems to happen randomly when he's doing stuff. So I've got to do some analysis. Speak to the boss. I've got to prune a bonsai tree. Don't know what that's got to do with it. But he gets his eurekas. He works on this invention-making machine. It invents inventions. Or it's a machine that makes machines, I don't know. Strange, but fun and different. Makes this cool thing. Don't know if it's functional or just a look at. Yeah, that could be fun to see through and do all the parts for him. Only giving him the one shift. Make sure that he does as much as he can to get what would be a gold pass. Yeah, it was quite interesting. More fun than the acting one, I would say. Depends what kind of interesting inventions you can make and if they're practical and useful. We're going to move on. It's going to be a doctor next. Just like that one guy that's been an astronaut and a doctor and everything. Oh, he manages to bowl a game of 299. Just one pin left standing in between him and a perfect game of bowling. Some things are just not to be, I suppose. So he turns up to be a doctor to find some patients waiting outside, but we're not allowed to treat them. We have to go and treat the ones that are hanging around on the beds over here. So we pick the first person. We treat it just like it's one of the cats needing treatment at the vet station. Yeah, do some diagnostic stuff. Analyze samples here again. Try and figure out what's wrong with them. Put them into an X-ray machine. If you are going to get radiation, make it cool, multicolored radiation, you know? It's the coolest X-ray machine. So eventually we figure it out and administer the treatment. And we move on to the next one, the next patient. And we realise it's our own child, Yang. Oh my god, little one. Are you okay? Let us make you better. She's starting to look like him as well. There'll be no hiding that, love child. So we go through the same process. We cure the little one. We don't really have time to sort anyone else out. So we just make someone run on the treadmill for no good reason, just for fun. Then we get back and quit that job. Don't have time for that. To move on to the last active career. I'm going to be a detective. It's going to be exciting. Gets a cool cop uniform. Want him to keep that for the rest of the game. So we pop out his last plaque for finishing his last collection. Pop out his strange invention. Hopefully it doesn't do anything detrimental. Yeah, I think it's just a cool thing for display. We've got his university acceptance letter. We'll pop it out on his desk behind his computer. Still finding things to sell that we didn't ever need. Of course he gets a motion bomb, but we'll get him sorted out. That's what happens when you met all those people. You're gonna be sad when they all pass. This is a bit of a nightmare. We turn up for our job as a cop, and he needs to go on a computer to get a case file. And we have to wait for like 1/3 of the time before someone will get off the computer to let us start the actual work. So we're at a massive disadvantage in that we don't have a lot of time to get on and learn everything about being the cop. So we turn up to the crime scene. Got to speak to some witnesses. Got to take pictures of broken furniture items. And there's searching for clues that's a lot like the evidence scanner in Strangerville. Take pictures and samples of things to get all the evidence that we need. And we go back to the station and analyse the evidence. We're unsuccessful 3 times until we finally get a bit of evidence that yields something. But we're so running out of time. We've got seconds left. We just managed to submit the evidence in time before the end of the shift. And that's good because we don't want it with us, since we're leaving the job immediately. He gets to keep his cop outfit on, which is great. We get all the vampire needs sorted out. Tidy up the place. Get them to all watch the season premiere. Game of Llamas or whatever it is. The maid doesn't respect the pause menu. Classic nonsense on the way out. Try to delete a filth fiend that won't go. Stuck to the end. We decide to host a party. Celebration for the end of the journey. Inviting all the cool people. Even Deborah and Yang. Getting the maid in on it. Getting Santa, we're getting the kids. Getting Vlad. Wiki, of course. Yep, our 2 vampire friends. Yep, we're bringing everyone. It's a big celebration, like the end of Labyrinth. Everyone gets money. Gonna give everyone a gift of 10 grand. You get 10 grand, you get 10 grand. We've got an exception right before the end, of course. I think it's worth one more save as and reload the game. So we finish up our event, our party for the end of the game. I'm just waiting for the final aspiration tick. It'll be a master vampire and that'll be the end. Last aspiration done. All the skills, all the collectibles, all the aspirations. And that's it. Ted Minker's Collection Adventure. It's all over. Oh, we've had a good time. I think if we'd tried to add any more DLC, the PC would have exploded. So we've gone as far as we possibly can. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in the next thing. Until then, take it easy. I'll see you all in the next one.